Aptas. The Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvar, Siddhas, all of them are authority of Hinduism, who have manifested all the powers of Paramashiva. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation, Bhagavan's very own Leelas. Shakshi Pramana, the experience of the millions of devotees, disciples, followers all around the world, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, beautifully initiated by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study measuring the effect of being in an enlightened state. We all know that thoughtless space is possible by many methods, but one of the easiest way to experience the highest reality, Bhagavan has given the science of power manifestation. And Bhagavan himself is there to make us experience that very reality. And let's go to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana is the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and Agamas. This is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Vijnana, the consciousness, Bhairava, one who experiences consciousness beyond the mind. Tantra is the method. How we have methods in the outer world. Bhagavan clearly gives the method to experience the higher reality.
Bhagavan beautifully gives a powerful cognition how we are always ready to only teach, are not ready to listen, not ready to learn. Reading
is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sut Dharana 11. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadhyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishthanmilitalochanaha kramena manasodadhyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34.
Dharana 11. Beautifully, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, by fixing a mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession by the stability of the mind and the inner space, the one directly sees the Lakshyam, the ultimate goal, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. Bhagavan beautifully have said clearly how the whole science manifested as reality in each one of us. When we bring the mind to the inner space, we are constantly searching in the outer world for some fulfillment, some achievement, something to solve, something to do, something to go beyond boredom and tiredness, something to retain as eternity. All that something that we are trying to do outside is never going to be achieved because outside does not exist. It's like planning that I'm going to build a castle in my dream, and in that castle I'm going to have my parents, I'm going to have my spouse, I'm going to have my kids, and I'm going to have cars. All that I'm planning in my dream to build a dream house. Will it be possible like that? All that we experience in the outer world is a perceptual difference from what we actually exist. When we start looking in who we are and from where we exist and not get disturbed by the outer world again and again, holding the powerful space of oneness with Paramashiva, surrendering to Paramashiva, the beautiful oneness space flowers into the ultimate reality. The power of third eye, the Kundalini awakening that happens in us is the power of third eye. Bhagavan beautifully initiates us and makes us experience the higher reality. The beautiful space is available to all of us when we were a child. Behind our ears and under our foot, there was a lump when a baby is born. The third eye was available, but it is not initiated. But beautiful space for us to manifest was available, but because of the toxins that we taken from different angles, that we start building and the whole thing disappears from our body and whole thing we are lost. Here beautifully Arjuna, this is from Mahabharata, source is from Mahabharata, Swayamvara Parva, chapter 13, beautifully gives how Arjuna first and foremost mastered the art of dhyana. Dhyana yoga. How Bhagavan said samyama means dharana, dhyana, samadhi. How a turbine functions. It builds a dam and from the dam there's a pipe, and the pipe runs a turbine, and then the electricity is generated. Same way, when you bring your attention to the inner space, you have done the dharana. Then you meditate on the inner space as Paramashiva is the reality. You are doing the dhyana. Once you are clutched into the one space of unclutched from the outer world, and only you experience the oneness with Paramashiva inside you, the turbine starts. Same way, the enlightenment space starts manifesting as reality. That is what Samyama is all about. Continuously staying in the Samyama, whatever Bhagavan gives us, and continuing to hold that space, inner space, you simply experience the ultimate. That is what Arjuna never has lost any war, because he just goes into the oneness with Krishna. Nara Narayana, how can he lose? The power of the third eye, Arjuna was able to draw the arrow exactly pierce inside the fish's eyes, not even looking at it. Bhagavan says, when you have to be a great archer, you should know that the bow, which is the bow and the arrow which is going to be used, and the target which is available, and your inner space which is holding all this cognition, all merges into the one space of oneness space. Simply you will hit the target. It's like you going and putting the target or the arrow on the target itself. Simply it will happen because you are the target and you are the source, and simply you can know how to join the both points. That is the science that Bhagavan said I can download to any archer who are interested in that science. And Bhagavan can teach the whole science for you to manifest the ultimate reality. Here, Arjuna learns that beautiful science of oneness and masters the science into the reality. Beautifully, Bhagavan speaks on Atma Pramana.
Realization of your ambition, experiencing your completion, attaining your oneness, whatever. Capacity is reality. And please understand, sacred secret you need to know. If you go on, rub the diamond with another on diamond, the diamond will get polished. Same way, if you go on, rub your third eye with what you call as your consciousness, the third eye will be awakened. See, whatever you know is only your attention. Listen carefully. Your look only you call as personality. Your ability to give attention only you call it as your consciousness. You don't know anything else as consciousness. All you know about your consciousness is your ability to give attention. That is why when somebody gives you attention, you feel they love you. When they don't give attention, you feel they don't love you. But you need to know, attention is not love. Even though society believes attention is love, good or bad, attention is love. No, but that is not true. Listen. What you know about you stops with the level of attention. See, your idea about your consciousness itself is all about your ability to attend and perceive. That's it. That is why you think you are nothing more than giving attention and receiving attention. You are nothing more than giving attention and receiving attention. Your look is not your personality. Maybe it is one of the aspect of your personality. Your attention is not your consciousness. Maybe that is one of the aspect of your consciousness. So understand, if wife wants husband's attention, she has to just look sad and uncomfortable. If husband wants wife's attention, he just has to look comfortable and happy. Listen, after a long time, husband and wife one-liners. All the one-liners actually does not match for all, but most matches for most. Anyhow, listen to this. If you use a diamond to rub the diamond, both diamonds will be polished. If you use your attention to rub your third eye, whatever you know, if you use all of that and rub your third eye will be awakened. I tell you, when you don't know, either it is secret, unknown, or sacred, impossible. But if you know, it's a science. There are some fellows who think it is secret. They are afraid of it. Oh, for the sake of heaven, for God's sake, don't open. They think it is secret, unknown. We don't know. Why unnecessarily getting into it? Let's not touch it. There are some people who feel, oh, it is too sacred for me. For me, it is not possible. Then why to encourage people? Say, it doesn't work, that is not that way. Talk something stupid, foolish, which neither people understand nor you can go on justifying it. Confusing people. I tell you, it is fortunately sacred, unfortunately secret, but in reality science. Neither.
Now you can see how Bhagavan beautifully explained about how the third eye functions, and it is the highest reality that one can experience. And starting having the glimpse of power manifestation, you can see how the Balasans has put lot of tissues, 3 tissues under her eyes, and then on top of that she has put again one more eye band to cover the eyes, and she's playing tic-tac-toe in Washington DC with all the officials, and how she's amazingly get the whole thing. She draws and she gives all the details for the other person to draw inside. Today we are going to experience drawing inside the object through the third eye. Or you can take a few magazines and do a third eye reading also. That's fine, whichever you're comfortable with. Now let's go to the instruction for manifesting the power of third eye. Again and again, clearly we have seen that how scientifically they have proven that how thoughtless space occurs and how the brain completely in a different conscious space. Let's go to the instruction. Make sure your eye bands are ready, books and papers are ready, that you can copy, draw through your third eye. You would have done in your first grade. Now, through the power of third eye, we are going to experience the same. The guidelines. The main thing is the light should not enter your third eye. Why? If you have light, then your eyes will think it is doing some processing. So only if it is dark, how in the deep sleep it is completely dark. Make your eyes completely dark so that this area, the function of the third eye area, starts becoming visible for you. That is why we ask you to make it dark. Not that you peek, nobody is there to verify. But making it dark, you will know this frontal lobe area starts showing you the letters and the pictures, everything so clearly. More and more, like how you do all this, you start working with it as you experiment. Each year, when you were probably 1 year, you did not understand many things. But as you grew up, by college, you know everything was so simple and so easy to manifest. So the same thing, you start playing with all these powers, you will simply get it. You can have books, papers, or your partner can give your diagram, or you can play tic-tac-toe, whichever you're comfortable. If you got few things in a row correct, you have manifested the power. But if you just feel your Kundalini energy and tingling in your third eye, Even that is a manifestation. Start sharing your powerful cognition more and more that you're Paramashiva. Whatever you keep telling the world, simply the world becomes the reality for you. Let's go into the deep meditation to experience the oneness with Paramashiva. Sit straight with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Visualize Paramashiva, Parashakti, again and again in your third eye. Absolute unclutching from everything that you know as the outer world. We are going to be with the inner space for a few minutes, and you can go back to your outer world after this session. Put away your gadgets, put away your outer world, only be with the inner space, Paramashiva, Parashakti, who you are, with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands, so alive and so real, so much that you are just vibrating with her. All you need to do is chant the Mahavakya, entangle with Bhagwan, merge into Bhagwan in that deep oneness. How you fall in love with something. When you taste it, even as a food, you taste it, you forget everything. Or you watch a movie, you forgot your body or your mind. You love something, you know how to forget your body and the mind. Same way here. With all the awareness, we are going to just dissolve into Bhagwan's lotus feet. Every time when we have something painful, just surrender to Bhagwan's lotus feet again and again. Then he will give you the depth of the cognition to raise you and make you manifest all the reality, all the possibilities. Again and again, surrender to Bhagwan's lotus feet and unclutch from everything that you know as your reality. And just experience Bhagwan's reality as the ultimate reality. So let's keep your paper, pen, everything ready. Whatever appears, keep writing. Don't bother. The Balasans, how do they manifest? They start telling all kinds of things and just keep telling, but they're very confident. They know that they will manifest powers. That will persistence make them manifest powers. Same way, whatever appears, the pictures, the colors, the numbers, everything start noting down in the paper. And at the end of the cycle, we can verify the details, whether the same thing is in the book. You want to draw some circles and squares so that you can draw inside the object, please go ahead, make some pictures of squares and circles in the book so that you can just see what's exactly inside it and you can draw it. So let's experience the oneness with Paramashiva, merge into Paramashiva, and whatever he gives as prasada, accept it as reality. This will not just make you do just the third eye power, but removes all the incompletion, the root problems that you have, and simply liberated you into the superconscious space. Even 3 to 4 seconds, if you are experiencing this, you will be showered with auspiciousness and abundance, Bhagavan says. So let's deeply start chanting the Mahavakya from your navel center, the whole body vibrating with it. Constantly when you chant the Mahavakya, you merge into the higher frequencies. That is the reality, and that is why all the great avatars continuously keep chanting the Mahavakyas. So let's start chanting the Mahavakya, merge into the oneness with Paramashiva, and manifest the power of third eye.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour Let the one you open up manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers all of us are Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda.
Beautiful. Whatever Bhagavan has shown you, please open your eyes and verify authentically all these greater signs that Bhagavan is giving us as prasada, showing us. If you have a Living Enlightenment book, that will be even more beautiful. You will get the best, whatever powerful cognition that you need to experience will be shown to you exactly for that whole process. So if you have any other thing also, that's fine. You can, if you've drawn inside an object a few times correctly, then you have manifested. You can take some pictures and you can post it in the social media. But we'll have one more cycle. Just surrender. Don't think I'm seeing only black, I don't know, I can't see it. All this is also our outer world cognition which doesn't exist. So why are we running again with the self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred? Nothing exists. It is there, but it is not yours. You are not that. You are a beautiful sheet of how the movie happens on the sheet, where it is completely not affected by whether it is a flood or whether it is a fire on it. It is seen as a movie. So Bhagavan says, from your behind your back, because behind is where all the five senses puts all the things for you to perceive it. So from behind your back, you just visualize a screen, like a 3D screen, and just see everything is happening on you, but it is not you. When you do that continuously for 3 days, Bhagavan says, you will be enlightened. To that powerful space, nothing touches us, nothing is there in us. Whatever needs to happen, it will happen. However it needs to happen, it will happen. And all that, we don't block it, it will happen quickly and the most easiest and the best method, because Paramashiva always makes it happen the best possible way. So you can drop all the incompletions that you are blamed or you have to change. There is nothing for us to do. All we need to do is observe that these are happenings that is happening in your life. Again and again, just process it and continue with what you are and not get affected by it. When you do not have any affecting reaction or engaging with all these outer world, you are Paramashiva, because you're engaged with a higher space where you are in the deep love with Paramashiva, Parashakti, Devi herself. Other than that, nothing matters. Nothing makes sense to you. And everything is only the Paramashiva space, because you have tasted the ultimate space. You don't feel like you want these dreams. Once you love the higher reality, Bhagavan says, all this will simply wither away. And you will be just the pure conscious space as reality. And you will recognize everybody to be in that Paramashiva space. Also because you are Paramashiva. Hold that powerful space. Brahmanya Bahuputratam. You are the favorite inheritance of the cosmos. You're not somebody who's lost somewhere. Bhagavan beautifully says, you become like a $1 trillion kid who can experience all the reality, and your father is ready to shower on you if you are ready to expand yourself. That is how Bhagavan is waiting in the courtyard for each one of us to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. We'll have quickly one more cycle and we will end and we will share with the world. Let's sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Take some new books. If you have Living Enlightenment, Bhagavad Gita Unbridged, all that greater science, you can take those books now. And if you want to still again draw and find the points inside the drawing, go ahead. That also, you can try multiple things. Make sure your eyes, there is no light passing your eyes. And that's the only instruction. So let's sit straight, put away your gadgets. Anyway, you can't see without your eyes. So put away your gadgets. And if you can see with your third eye, no problem. That's what I say. As long as you don't lift a stone and you're able to hit on something, it is fine, because you are using your intelligence. It will take care of where it should land. So let's start chanting the Maha Vakya intensely and connect to Bhagavan in the quantum space and entangle with Bhagavan, manifesting the powers of third eye.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes.
Paramashivoham,
Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes.
Paramashivoham,
Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up,
Paramashivoham,
manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautiful. Whatever you have manifested, please share it in tinyurl.com/power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully says, whenever you share, the more and more power manifestation gets bolted, any powerful cognition or power manifestation. So if you see a dollar sign, you can offer to your contribution to Kailasha. Every temple has a hundi for us to offer that. And when we start manifesting all these greater signs, the more and more gratitude and more contributing to others' life, we'll start understanding the higher reality, the higher purpose. Bhagavan says, you start building Kailasha inside your inner space. So with the deep gratitude, thanking each one of you, thanking Bhagavan, and surrendering all these powers and powerful cognition at Bhagavan's lotus feet, with the deep gratitude and earning that I am Paramashiva, holding that samyama continuously inside us, that I am Paramashiva, and ending the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. Verify authentically.